Your best choice. BEFM Busan 영어방송.
Coming up next is For Your Busan with David Kim. BEFM 부산영어방송.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ever been hit with a fever or felt sick out of nowhere in the dead of night? It's pretty confusing for most of us to get sick after hours, but there are ways to handle it. You can dig through your home's emergency kit, look up late-night pharmacies, or rush to the nearest ER. But it's a whole other story when a kid gets sick. You might think twice before giving them the usual meds, and finding an ER with a pediatrician on duty can be tough. However, if you're in Busan, you're in luck. Ever heard of the Moonlight Children's Hospital or 달빛 어린이 병원 in Busan? It's there for these exact situations. Now, this hospital is all about giving kids the medical care they need, even on holidays or in the middle of the night, when regular hospitals are closed. You can find one in each area of Dongnae, Yeonjae, Gijang, Yeongdo, Gangseo, and Sahagu in Busan. And there's even better news. Starting in March, they're opening one in Haeundae, Busan. Looking ahead, we're all about making Busan a healthier, safer place for kids to grow up in. Hello there, I'm David, and welcome to For Your Busan.
Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break.
The song to kick us off is Happy by Pharrell Williams.
I could go to space with the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that. Well, give me all you got, don't hold it back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Hey, go! Bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high, bring me down, can't none bring me down. I said, bring me down, can't none bring me down. Your love is too high, bring me down, can't none bring me down. I said, because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Hey, go! Bring me down, can't none bring me down.
Happy by Pharrell Williams. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to For Your Busan. Once again, I want to thank everyone for joining us on our first day yesterday. And can you believe it? It's already the second day, and it's been an incredible journey so far. And even in such a short time, your support means the world to us. We're excited to keep bringing you valuable information, stories that matter to you and your loved ones. And kicking things off today, we talked about that special spot for kids in need, the Moonlight Children's Hospital, also known as 달빛 어린이 병원. Now, this place is a lifesaver, offering medical care for kids around the clock, even when other hospitals have closed their doors for the night or during holidays. And since its start in 2014, the aim was to make things easier for parents dealing with kids' minor illnesses like colds outside the regular hours, and to help ease the load on emergency rooms. And these Moonlight Children's Hospitals have been popping up all over, including right here in Busan. And right now, Busan's got 6 of these places, including 온종합병원 in hospital in Busan Jingu, Ilshin Christian Hospital in Donggu, and 정관 우리 아동병원 in Kijanggun. And as we've mentioned, starting in March, we're getting the first Moonlight Children's Hospital in Haeundae-gu, where about 55,000 kids live. Now, this is all about making healthcare more accessible for the little ones and cutting down on the hassle and cost of ER visits. So, if your kid is maybe feeling under the weather late at night or maybe on a holiday, you don't have to rush to a big hospital's ER. You've got these clinics that are open till 11 p.m. on weekdays and from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. on weekends and public holidays. You know, it's really scary when kids get sick in the middle of the night. But knowing that these Moonlight hospitals ahead of time can really help. And sure, getting treatment is key, but staying healthy with good food and rest is best, right? Now, today's show is all about the Moonlight Children's Hospital. It's great news, but of course, not getting sick in the first place is the goal. So, what do you do to stay healthy? Maybe it's taking vitamins, maybe working out every day, or maybe eating a light meal instead of heavy meals. I think in my case, I try to make sure to stay active by taking daily walks, regardless of the weather, even if it's raining outside, because it's not just about the physical health for me. It's also a great way to clear my mind. And plus, I try to drink plenty of water throughout the day and try to maintain a balanced diet. And staying healthy is a mix of good habits, and I'm always looking for new tips, so I can't wait to hear what works for all of you. So feel free to text us in Korean or in English, of course. Send a text to pound 9050 샵 9050. It will cost you 101. Add us on Kakao Talk by searching for and adding as a friend, searching for 부산영어방송. You can also message us through the BFM app, or jump into the live chat as we are streaming live right now on YouTube. So come join us and say hi there. Now, we've got lots of segments throughout the show. In the first half, we've got Busan Is. Now, Busan Is short for Busan is amazing. We get to dive into all the reasons that make Busan such a fantastic place. And we'll bring you the latest updates and insights in the Busan news, the information corner with our 6 p.m. news anchor, Hong Jung-hwa. And we also got DJ, which is short for DJ's David's Journal. That's what it's short for. And you get to discover what caught my eye today, what caught my attention today. And it's our chance to share innovative and creative sparks with you, igniting inspiration and curiosity. We also have Relationship Matters. Now we get to hear relationship advice from American Ajay Casey, who's living the family life here in Busan. So he's going to be joining us later as well. In the second half, we have On the Mic. We get to listen to stories from Busan locals we meet on the streets. We also have, of course, our quiz time, Busan Quizmaster, and my hometown Olympics. We get to have a guest come in highlighting Busan sports culture and discovering the city's hidden sports clubs. 네, 오늘도 문자, 카카오톡, 그리고 너튜브 라이브 댓글을 참여해주신 분들께 선물이 기다립니다. 저와 함께 2시간 끝까지 같이 해주시길 바라고요. You can also win a prize today, so make sure to participate and cross your fingers. Knock on wood, maybe you could win a prize or two. Participate through text message, Kakao Talk, and live chat. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Stay connected to Busan's rhythm with For Your Busan, airing daily from 4:05 to 6 p.m. Blending your friends' voices with the latest information and news from our vibrant city.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Now, kicking off today's show, what was the first thing that popped into your head about Busan? Sorry, the stunning sights, maybe the sights, the buzzing life, or maybe you're itching to know what's new. Today we've got our BFM's very own announcer Hong Jung-hwa with us, ready to fill us in on everything about Busan, and we're gonna spotlight the latest, the greatest from Busan with updates in both Korean and in English. We have in the studio right now joining us 홍당당님.
안녕하십니까?
네, 안녕하세요.
네.
Should I call you 홍아나 or 홍당당?
당당한 홍하나? 이렇게
Yeah.
할까요? 네.
왜 홍당당이에요?
우리 부산 영어방송에서
네.
제가 한국어로 가장 오래 많이 방송하는 사람이라서
그죠.
당당하게
부산 영어 방송인데 이제 한국어로 끝까지
네,
대답을
당당하게.
하시는.
네.
그래서 홍당당입니다.
네.
네, 잘 지내셨어요?
네, 하루 잘 지냈습니다.
네, 왜냐하면은 어제 방송 때 제가 See you next week이라고 했거든요.
그렇죠. 또
실수로
나타났어요.
했어요. 근데 사실 we'll be seeing 홍당당 every single day.
네, 당당하게 또 나타났습니다.
맞습니다. Alright, well, good to see you here.
네.
그러면 what's our first news?
네, 지난해 부산 지역 신설법인 수가 조사됐습니다. 10년 만에 그런데 가장 적었던 것으로 나타났는데요. 부산 상공회의소 보고서를 보면은 지난해 부산의 신설법인 수가 4,495개로 집계됐습니다. 2014년 이후 10년 만에 최저치입니다. 2021년과 2022년과 비교를 해도 약 34% 또 22%씩 각각 감소했기 때문에 지역 경제의 침체가 우려됩니다. 특히 부동산 관련 신설법인 수가 계속 줄어드는 추세를 보이다가 지난해는 660개로 거의 절반가량 감소했습니다.
Yes, so Busan's business scene is hitting a bit of a rough patch with the lowest number of new companies popping up in the last decade. Only 4,495 new businesses got off the ground last year, down a hefty chunk from previous years. Especially hit hard with was the real estate sector, which saw its new business numbers cut in half.
네, 그렇습니다. 두 번째 소식입니다. 정부의 의과대학 정원 확대 방침에 반발한 의대생들이 전국적으로 계속 휴학계를 제출하거나 여러 가지 병원 업무를 중지시켜서 지금 큰 논란이 되고 있는데요. 역시 부산 지역 의대생들 역시 오늘 휴학계를 제출했습니다. 부산대 의과대학 비상시국 정책대응위원회는 SNS에 오늘부터 동맹 휴학과 수업, 실습 등을 거부한다고 밝혔습니다. 위원회 측은 부산대 의대생 590명 가운데 582명인 98.6%가 휴학원을 제출했다고 파악하고 있습니다.
Yes, over in Busan too, at PNU or the Busan National University, nearly all the med students are pressing pause on their studies. They're protesting against what they see as the government's misguided policies on healthcare and medical education, fearing these moves could seriously harm Korea's future medical scene.
네, 어제 오후 2시 35분쯤 서구 공동 어시장 앞 바다에 사람이 빠졌다는 신고가 해경에 접수됐습니다. 이번 사고는 남항이 입항한 어선에서 60대 선원이 배에서 내리다가 발을 헛디디면서 바다에 떨어져 발생했는데요. 부산 해경은 즉시 구조정을 현장으로 보내서 다행히 물에 빠진 선원을 구조했습니다.
Yes, there was a very close call at the docks in Busan when a man in his 60s took an unexpected dip into the sea, Thankfully, though, the Coast Guard was on point and pulled him out of the water, saving the day.
네. 부산시 교육청은 3월에 입학하는 초등학교 1학년 학생들의 한글 문해력 향상을 위해서 한글 교육 자료를 각 초등학교에 지원하기로 했습니다. 한글로 놀이하고 터 다지고라는 뜻을 담아서 한글 놀이터라고 이름을 지었고요. 글씨 쓰기뿐 아니라 연필 잡는 법, 또 공간과 색채 감각, 뇌와 손의 협응력, 함께 사용하는 힘을 키우기 등의 17개 주제로 나눠져서 놀이를 통해서 한글을 더욱더 재미있게 익힐 수 있게 구성됐습니다.
Yes, on a brighter note, Busan Infrastructure Corporation is getting kudos for being a job creation superstar. They've been recognized for their efforts in pumping up employment, showing that they're a big player in keeping Busan's economy buzzing. No, that's the different news.
네, 자 오늘 소식은 여기까지입니다. 갈까요?
Yes, 제가 사실
네.
그 뉴스 하나 빼신 거를
네.
이거를 넣었어요. 번역을 잘못 넣었습니다. So
그런 일이 있었군요.
Yeah. So sorry about that. It was
네.
my mishap. We took out this one particular news story
네.
out, but this one is about the education office. They are making special education supplementary, I guess, education sheets for the younger students. So that's the story that we've had for our final news. 그래서 소식은 여기까지로
네,
마치겠습니다.
봄비가 내리면서 바람은 좀 많이 불고 겨울비인가 싶었는데 어느덧 봄이 왔습니다. 봄꽃들이 이미 피었더라고요.
네, 맞아요.
네.
사실 저도 밖에서 봤는데요. 매화꽃? 아니, 벚꽃? 뭐가 폈더라고요. 꽃이 많이 폈었어요.
매화 맞아요.
매화가 맞아요?
네네네.
오케이.
지금 보이는 건 매화가 맞습니다. 매화
네.
그리고 지변 살구꽃 그리고 벚꽃이 피는 순서로 기억을 좀 하시면 되는데
네.
너무 비슷하게 생겼잖아요.
네, 저는 이제 다 꽃들이 다 이뻐서 약간 다 비슷비슷하게 생겼다고
네,
볼 수
그렇죠.
있어요.
자, 오늘 그래서 제가 세 나무 모두 장미과에 속하기 때문에 너무 비슷해서 그냥 갈까 하다가 조금 쉬운 구별법을 하나 알려드릴까 해서.
Okay, yeah.
네.
So how can we distinguish these different trees?
꽃받침을 보면 됩니다. 꽃받침.
받침이요?
네, 꽃을 보면 이렇게 받침대가 있잖아요. 이렇게.
아, 네.
네, 꽃받침.
아, 네.
저 보지 마시고.
네.
네, 매화의 꽃받침은 약간 붉은색.
Okay.
네, 그리고 꽃자루가 없이 짧게 꽃받침과 나무가 이렇게 붙어 있어요.
So where the
매화가.
flower petals kind of meet in the center.
네네네.
그
그리고
부분이죠. 네.
벚꽃은 꽃받침 위에 꽃자루가 좀 길어요.
Oh.
네, 그걸 볼 수 있고 벚꽃은 좀 뾰족하고 가늘게 생겼고요.
네.
또 살구꽃은 꽃받침이 좀 작고 오히려 잘 보이지도 않습니다.
Oh.
네, 그래서 세 가지 꽃이 너무 비슷하고 또 장미과에 속하기 때문에 벚나무 속에 속하기 때문에 구별하기 어렵지만 자세히 보면 다른 꽃, 다른 열매가 열리니까.
I see.
네.
So we have to look at these flower petals up close.
네.
From far away, they could look very similar.
그렇죠.
But you have to look up close to see if to see what's what,
네.
basically.
네, 포열부산도 더 자세히 듣고 자세히 보시면 다른 정보와 다른 사람의 다른 이야기가 있지 않을까 더 사랑스러운 방송이 되시길 저 항상 응원하겠습니다.
네,
네.
자세히 보아야 예쁘다는
네, 맞아요.
나태주님의 시가 생각나는 비오는 화요일
네.
부산이즈 홍당당 감사합니다.
네, see you tomorrow. 내일 뵙겠습니다.
네, not next week. 내일 뵙겠습니다.
네, 감사합니다.
Bye bye. All right, we'll take a quick song break. This is Jump by Van Halen. We'll be right back.
I get up
That was Jump by Van Halen. Welcome back to For Your Busan. I'm your host, David Kim. The clock is now 4:28:05:06 ticking. Now, we've got some messages from our listeners on YouTube Live. Thank you all for tuning in and joining us in the show. 인류의 충전소님, hi there, and Jenny님 as well. And we've also got 이찬자님 as well as 거북님 texting in on the show here. And earlier I did talk a little bit about this beautiful, awesome hospital, right? Another one is going to open next month in March. Moonlight Children's Hospital. And we've had some listeners who've had unique and great experiences with it already. 제니님 saying 좋은 소식이네요. 저도 명절에 아이가 아파서 양산에 있는 달빛 병원 간 적이 있어요. 한 줄기 빛이었어요. That's so great to hear. And these hospitals are essential, especially for parents with kids, because, you know, when they're sick, you want to do everything for your children, right? And so sometimes you have to take these kids to the hospitals, to the ER emergency rooms, because you don't know how to deal with it. And if the hospitals are closed or they won't let any more patients in, it could be very troublesome. So these Moonlight Children's Hospitals are, giving the parents a ease of mind rather, for, taking care of their kids, especially when they're sick. And I'm glad some of our listeners have had great experiences with that as well. Now, we've got great segments coming up. Also seeing song requests as well. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. We'll jump right into our next segment. Welcome to DJ, short for David's Journal. Now, dear diary, today I'm diving into something that's always with me every second. Yes, it's about the little device I hold in my hands all the time, my smartphone. After my daily morning routine, including drinking half a liter of water and working out, I start by checking any texts or emails that came in overnight. And I've been watching much less content these days, but up until last year, I would watch about maybe 50 to 100 short videos on average, letting the algorithm take me to random videos. Lately, there's a lot of chatter about the downsides of these quick, short video clips. They're super short, so you kind of zip through a bunch of different things in just a few moments. A single tap keeps the new stuff rolling in, packing a ton of info into much less time than maybe so-called old school media. And if something's a snooze, skip it. No sweat. These clips, with their quick pace, grab you fast and don't let go, thanks to snappy edits, smooth transitions, and flashy effects. And that's why it's so hard to tear your eyes away. They're designed to be downright magnetic. And this addiction to small-sized videos has become a real issue, especially among the younger crowd. It's linked to all sorts of mental health hiccups like feelings of depression, anxiety, and stress, which don't do any favors for procrastination, especially when it comes to schoolwork. Not to mention it cranks up screen time and cuts down on doing other stuff. Plus, binging on too many clips might even mess with your memory and ability to remember things. But quitting these videos? Easier said than done. I was kind of able to overcome it thanks to some goals I've set over the past few months, though. I've made sure that I make myself very busy. Too busy for watching video contents. I've made sure to work about an average of, 10 hours a day, even on the weekends. Keeping myself super busy, I've really got no time to watch anything on my phone anymore, except for maybe during lunch breaks. But it's not just me going through these digital detoxes. I hear lots of people talking about it these days. So, what about you guys, listeners? How many short clips do you watch a day? And do you have any tricks for cutting down on these contents?
Do you hear me?
We'll take a quick song break. This is a song, Lucky by Jason Mraz, requested by Jenny Nim.
Ocean under the open sky. Oh my, baby, I'm trying. Boy, I hear you in my dreams. I feel you whisper across the sea. I keep you with me in my heart. You make it easier when life gets hard. Lucky I'm in love with my best friend. Lucky to have been where I have been. Lucky to be coming home again. They don't know how long it takes waiting for a love like this. Every time we say goodbye, I wish we had one more kiss. I'll wait for you, I promise you I will. I'm lucky I'm in love with my best friend. Lucky to have been where I have been. Lucky to be coming home again. Lucky we're in love in every way. Lucky to have stayed where we have stayed. Lucky to be coming home someday. And so I'm sailing through the sea to an island where we'll meet. You'll hear the music, feel the air. I'll put a flower in your hair. Golden breezes through the trees move so pretty. You're all I see as the world keeps spinning round. You hold me right here, right now. Lucky I'm in love with my best friend. Lucky to have been where I have been. Lucky to be coming home again. Lucky we're in love in every way. Lucky to have stayed where we have stayed. Lucky to be coming home someday.
You are now listening to For Your Busan with David Kim. Stay tuned every day from 4:05 to 6 p.m. for more. The Korea Broadcasting Advertising Corporation, KOBACO, is providing financial assistance for local small and mid-sized businesses to produce and broadcast on-air advertisements. You can receive up to 45 million won for TV ads and up to 3 million won for radio advertisements. Apply from February 5th to February 29th at 6 p.m. We ask for participation and interest from small business owners. Visit the KOBACO website www.kobaco.co.kr for details.
It is now time for Relationship Matters, and for that we have Casey.
What's
Hi.
up, David?
Hey, Casey. I think it's our first time doing a show together.
We have done like a segment here and there together, but it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
For sure.
So Casey, is that spelled K and a C? Like Kansas City? Or?
No, I don't make chicken either. I'm not one of those guys. It's a Casey.
Okay, Casey.
And I'm not a woman. I often do get that comment, like, isn't that a woman's name? No, not always.
Yeah, it's unisex, right?
Yeah, it could be male, it could be female. Actually, like traditionally, it's like a male Irish name, but I don't know what happened in like the 80s or 90s. I don't know.
Yeah.
Suddenly, like all these girls named Casey, and I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
So I never heard the end of it at elementary school.
Casey, we have Casey. He's
That's
a
right.
male.
That's right,
a
I
male
am.
guest, and
I
he'll be
am.
with us every Tuesday for our Relationship Matters segment. Can you briefly tell the listeners what this segment's all about?
Yeah, well, I'm going to bring up some situations that I have in my life. This segment, we're going to talk about some romantic situations or some family situations. You can think of me as kind of 연애 박사. If you like.
진짜요?
Yeah, and typically, like a lot of people who are ready to give you advice, some of my advice might be questionable. So I will give you what I think are good ideas, and you can feel free to tell me if they're good ideas or not. And
All right.
A variety of situations.
I'll try to be as honest as possible.
Please, that's what I enjoy.
I try to be a nice guy too.
Don't do that. Don't do that. 연애 박사 says don't be
critical?
nice. Be critical.
All right. So what do you have for us today, Casey?
All right, so this is definitely not a romantic topic. However, I did receive some advice from my wife about this topic. So, David, do you ever go hiking?
Yeah, from time to time I do.
Okay, cool. Because it's something I never really did until I moved to Busan. And it's something I really like about living here is because you can just like turn around and throw a rock and you'll hit a mountain. And there will be paths on it, right? Like
There's literally mountains everywhere here. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and unlike mountains that I'm accustomed to in other places, they always have like walking paths. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like there's no excuse to like, why don't just go walk up a mountain, right?
Right. You call that 갈매길 in Busan.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's plenty of that.
Yeah.
And so where I lived, I lived in many places in my life. I lived in North Carolina for quite a while, and there were like a lot of woods, but it's not the same. It's like the Blair Witch woods. It's like where you're walking.
That's
Yeah.
freaky.
Right. Like I almost
Tall,
got lost.
bare trees.
Yeah.
No leaves on them.
There's no way to tell which direction you're going. You're like,
That's
yes.
scary. But
Right.
but the woods here, they're pretty nice.
yeah, it's so easy
Yeah.
to go hiking. So lately these days I've been really trying to encourage my children to go hiking with me.
Okay.
And I had this situation, and I kind of didn't know what to do. So what do you do when you see another hiker? Do you 안녕하십니까? Or do you say nothing?
Do you 안녕하십니까?
Yeah. What do you do?
I mean, if we lock eyes,
Yeah.
I'll just nod down,
Oh, you do the nod. Okay.
do the nod,
Yeah.
saying like "What's up," right?
Okay.
But I don't go
No
full
verbal.
down 안녕하십니까. I don't think I have ever really. Yeah, said hi to a stranger when hiking. It's kind of
Okay.
strange, isn't it?
It makes me feel better that you said that because
Yeah?
my wife actually told me the other night that no, it's like pretty common if you're like walking in like a mountain path, like people will kind of just say, oh no, quick, 안녕하십니까, 안녕하세요, like that. She said that's kind of good manners, and I was like, really? And this is where I'm from the United States, and I have a lot of different cultural experience, I'll say, from living in different places about what's appropriate for
Yeah.
greetings.
Okay.
And since I'm a 아빠 박사 now, I guess too, and I'm trying to teach my kids the right way to live.
How many degrees do you have?
Well, technically 0. In my mind, I have many. Technically 0.
They're
I'm
all
working
based
on
on
it.
experiences, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Experience of schools. It is not what I have. I have the experience of life. But so yeah, my wife said that, and I was kind of like, is that something I should do? Because when I walk around in my neighborhood where there's a mountain right behind my apartment building,
Yeah.
and I see people on the sidewalk, I don't even give them a head nod because we live in a big city, right?
Yeah.
So why would you going up into the mountains suddenly feel the pressure to say hi to people or acknowledge them?
But I guess there's no harm in saying hi to random strangers when hiking in case, you might need help. Maybe when you're lost and you want to get some help on finding the way down or way back to where you're from.
It's like you read my mind. This is exactly what happened.
Oh, yeah?
But I also I did live in a very small village for a short time in Eastern Europe. And at that point, it was also a very different experience where I knew everybody knew who I was because there was only like not even 1,000 people that lived in the village.
Oh, wow.
And it's pretty noticeable when you got an American living there. So
Kind of stand out.
yeah. So I kind of knew that everybody knew me, but also I also didn't really greet people a lot. And I was like, am I weird? So I wanted to bring this up to you today to see what you think. Is this what I should be doing? And, you did hit into a point. What if you get lost in the woods, right?
Yeah.
So that's exactly what happened with my kids. I did convince them to go hiking in the woods with me recently.
Yeah.
And I noticed that my kids typically don't say hi to people. And so, a lot of times there's people in our neighborhood, in our apartment building.
Yeah.
They're always like, oh, 안녕.
Yeah.
And my kids are just like, stare. Like they don't even like crack a smile or anything like that. And I was like, oh, have I failed as a parent?
I mean, they tend to follow what, their parents would do, right?
Right.
So you're the role model of the kids.
That's right.
So if you don't say hi to others,
Right.
your kids will follow that path.
So I've really tried to show my kids these days, like, oh, if somebody says hi, oh, 인사하세요, 인사하세요, or then I just started kind of, instead of pushing them to do it, I'll just say, oh, 안녕하세요. I'll answer for them.
Okay.
So I'm trying to show them, like you're saying, I am their role model. So I've noticed a lot of the Korean children that are roughly the same age as my kids, they've got like a perfect bow. They've got like 안녕하십니까. Like they've got it down
the
already.
90-degree bow and
For
everything.
sure. Yeah. And I'm like, am I failing in my duties as a father? Or are my kids coming off really rude, I wonder? Do you think if they don't answer, they're just kind of staring you straight ahead?
Also, when others greet them,
Yeah.
they just stare back
Yeah,
without
they're just like
saying anything.
they won't even look away. It's not like, and usually people are like, 부끄러워요, and then they're like, no answer.
Do they at least smile?
No.
Oh.
No. So I'm like, uh-oh. And, to be
Yeah.
fair to myself and my wife,
Yeah.
my kids did kind of come up during the COVID period when everybody was wearing
Okay.
masks. And I think that did kind of affect how kids behave.
That, I think, had a tremendous effect on
Right.
kids because all they see is eyes. of
Right.
People. They don't see what people are saying even because it's muffled.
Right? There's like, are they smiling? You can't tell. Right? Exactly.
Yeah.
So, okay, I didn't fail completely as a father.
No
I'll
way.
take that. All right,
No
cool.
way.
So I have been, like, as you say, I have been trying to model how to talk to people. But recently, so I did convince my kids to go up to the mountain paths behind our apartment.
Yeah.
And my kids love riding the city bus in Busan as well.
Yeah.
So I tried to do like a 2-for-1. So we went hiking, and then we wanted to go to the other side of the mountain, and then take a city bus back home.
Right.
That was the plan.
Yeah.
We got lost.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we kind of got lost in the woods. Embarrassing as a father to admit. And I tried to use like a navigation app to kind of figure out which trail to pick, but it wasn't that easy. So my son noticed there was a woman walking our way, and he was like, I will ask her. And I had this moment, I was like, don't talk to strangers. I'm American. That's how I was raised.
yeah.
Don't talk to strangers. But I was also like, well, maybe I should give him this chance to try to talk to somebody in front of me and see how it goes. So my son, like a champ, he just like went up to this lady who's slightly older than me, and he was like, he didn't really. 잘 인사 못했어요. He didn't really like say anything like 안녕하세요. He was like 저기요. He was like very forward. He was like 저기요. 우리 여기 가고 싶어요. Blah, 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 blah. And he
Right.
was so fast. His Korean skills,
It's
way
like way
beyond
better
that.
than yours.
So sad. That was the one thing I realized. I was like, I will not be teaching him Korean.
They'll be teaching you Korean.
Already.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah.
But so, yeah, he actually went up to her very confidently and told her, we wanted to go to the bus and, which way could we go? And she suggested, how about we go together? And I had this moment of like, like a horror movie.
Right, following a stranger.
Right.
Some place that they don't know where they might be going.
Exactly. And I thought, is this my American cultural experience, kind of conflicting with like Korean culture in a way?
So wait, before you tell us more,
Yeah.
you were talking to your kids on the fact that you guys were lost.
Yeah.
And then you didn't tell him to go talk to her, but
It was
you
his
just
idea.
let him do it.
It was his idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he's very brave.
Right?
Yeah.
On both our parts. because I had to overcome this fear of like, should I let my son talk to a stranger?
And he saw that 눈치.
Yes.
He's like, oh, my dad wants to, ask the lady for help.
Maybe.
So I'll just do it for him.
Maybe that's what it was. Yeah, maybe he was like reading me. Yeah. I'm not sure why he wanted to do it. I was really surprised because typically when strangers say hi to them, and even people that live in our neighborhood that I recognize, they don't answer at all.
Wow, he's got your back, man.
That's what...
He's got your back.
Thanks, David. I feel so much better.
You raised him good.
All right. So far, so good. And he's only 6. So far, we're doing okay. But the thing that kind of happened was that, so he started talking very comfortably with this woman, and she was so kind, and I was, oh, okay, this will be fine. But they kind of took off faster than me and my 2-year-old daughter could keep up.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so that can, again, cue the horror music.
He was out of your sight.
Almost. Like they were like going downhill, and I was like,
so did you pick up your other kid and start running?
I did. Yes, I did.
Wow.
I was like, Sean is my son's name. I was like, Sean, slow down.
Yeah.
I'm yelling at him in English, and he's like, having a great time speaking in Korean.
Scary, yeah.
Yeah. So I was a little bit frightened, and I was like, am I overreacting, or is that something? Maybe is this just a cultural difference?
I generally find the adults in Busan, I haven't had, you read horror stories all the time.
Right.
But I haven't had any horror-like experience here in Busan.
Right.
And I mean, if I don't have kids, I'm not married.
Right.
But if I was a father, I would, maybe a thing or two that I would teach my kids would be, you don't have to greet them, but don't follow them.
Right. Okay.
Like, I think that's like a big lesson I would teach my kids.
Yeah.
You can talk to them. Yeah, you can talk to them all you want, but don't follow them.
Right. Yes, don't leave. Yes, without me especially.
Right.
Right. And then like we caught up to them, and I kind of heard what they were talking about a bit. And, my son was kind of telling very openly, like, where we live and, like, about our, our neighborhood and everything. And I just had this, like, paranoia. I don't know if this is, like, American cultural programming. I was like, this is too much information. TMI.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of had this moment where, like, is there something I should adjust, while I'm living here in Busan, while I'm living here in Korea? Something that I was learned as, as a youngster, something maybe that I learned shouldn't apply here, or is it the same? So I was kind of confused about that, actually.
But, I think generally speaking, the people here are pretty nice. And I don't the woman saw you as a father.
Yes.
And he was, leaving you to talk to her. So I don't think, there will be any bad with it in that. So it should be okay, right?
It should be, but I wasn't sure. So typically, like a lot of guys who want to give advice and don't know what they're talking about, I went to the internet to back me up.
Yes.
And I found a website called kidshealth.org. So it's a legit website.
Oh, that sounds pretty legit, yes.
Yeah, and they have an article that says teaching kids to be smart about strangers, because I kind of wanted to check, like, my whole thing was like, don't talk to strangers. That's how I was raised.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, I think I'm failing here. But also at the same time, Korean people are very friendly and forward, especially to children, in a way that I'm not accustomed to. So I'm like, am I being too much? So what I found from kidshealth.org is don't talk to strangers has been the rule for many parents for generations, but sometimes it's a good idea for kids to talk to strangers.
I think so.
Yeah, that's exactly what they said. And they say, who else will they turn to if they're lost and need help?
Right. I think it's good to have that experience when they're young, so that through those experiences with talking to strangers, to people that they don't know how to converse better in real life as they get older and older, right?
Yeah, totally. And I had this situation maybe a week or two ago. My son was trying to meet me. I went out to the car before him, and he was trying to meet me in the parking lot, and I wasn't where he expected me. And suddenly I get a call on my cell phone.
Yeah.
And it was my son had asked one of our neighbors to borrow their phone. And he knew my phone number.
Wow.
So this is exactly that situation where, like, he should be in that situation comfortable enough to ask somebody for help.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, wow, cool. That's a good point then.
It is. And, you keep saying, am I a bad father? You're totally not a bad father, I think.
Hey, thanks, David.
I think you are definitely a good 가족 박사.
Oh, 가족 박사. I like that. Only
I don't know about
가족 박사.
연애 박사 just yet.
Yeah, we'll test that out. We'll test that out soon. But I appreciate the feedback on that because, like a lot of people who want to know what the right thing is, you need somebody to bounce your ideas off of.
For sure. And it's kidshealth.org. I think that's a very trustable website.
Yes, for sure. And also, I found another one that has a lot of tips, the CanadaSafetyCouncil.org, which gives you like a list of things what you can teach your children about strangers in a very simple way. And one thing that I think really important that you kind of mentioned, I think as well, is like, I was there with the woman. So like give them a chance to interact with strangers while you're supervising and see how it goes.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah. You kind of
because you're
test out.
there,
Yeah.
and at least the kids will know that they have your back, or you
That's
have
right.
their back.
Vice versa.
Vice
Right.
versa.
Both. My son had my back. That's right.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming in today, talking about some relationship stuff, especially maybe relationship with strangers too. even.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
All right. We'll see you next Tuesday. Have a good one.
All right. See ya.
See ya. That was Casey with us for our Relationship Matters segment. He'll be with us, joining us every Tuesday for that. We're going to be taking a song break to end the first half. We'll be back at 5, so don't go anywhere. This is Change the World by Eric Clapton.
If I can reach the stars, pull one down for you, shine it on my heart, so you could see the truth. And this love I have inside is everything it seems. But for now I find it's only in my dreams that I can change the world. I'll be the sunlight in your universe. You would think my love was really something good. Baby, if I could change the world. If I could be king, even for a day, I'd take you as my queen. I'd have no other way. And our love will rule in this kingdom we have made. Till then I'd be a fool, wishing for the day that I can
부산의 축제 어디까지 즐겨보셨나요? 과거와 현재, 미래가 공존하는 항구 도시 부산. 이곳 부산은 계절을 물들이는 다양한 축제로 늘 풍성합니다. 봄의 시작을 알리는 봄꽃 축제부터 부산의 여름을 만끽하는 바다 축제, 전 세계 영화인들이 모이는 부산국제영화제와 새로운 시작의 해맞이 축제까지. 부산의 축제는 우리의 열정을 가득 담고 있습니다. 바쁜 일상은 잠시 뒤로 하고 특별한 시간을 선물 받는 바로 이곳 부산에서 우리의 삶은 축제가 됩니다. 축제로 하나 되는 부산. 여러분은 어떤 축제를 기다리시나요? 이 캠페인은 대선공익재단과 BFM 부산영어방송이 함께합니다.
Electric kickboards and electric bicycles are common on the streets these days. With the increased use of personal mobility devices, the number of accidents and deaths have reportedly increased significantly.
Personal Mobility Patrol Mode.
I don't need to wear a safety helmet because I'm only riding a short distance.
Wear a safety helmet. When you drive your personal mobility devices, you have to wear a safety helmet.
Hey, I rented an electric kickboard. Let's ride it together.
Okay, you drive in the front, I'll get in the back.
Follow the number of passengers. Only one person can ride an electric kickboard and electric wheel parallel car.
Follow the rules of personal mobility devices and drive safely. This campaign is brought to you by BEFM 부산영어방송.
Hello everyone, I'm James from India. Ever since I was a young boy in India, I have been surrounded by different Korean products, and this instilled a dream in me to explore Korea one day. This chance came for me in 2014 when I began attending Busan National University as a graduate student in computer engineering. I have lived in Korea for over 7 years, and I even run my own business now, a company that is developing a platform based on artificial intelligence and blockchain technology. From my experience, I can say with an absolutely certainty that Busan was the best place for me to start my business, thanks to the specialized blockchain zone. In the past 7 years, Busan has become my second home, and I obviously love it here. Global City Busan, we are in it together. This campaign was brought to you by BFM 부산영어방송.
The time is now 5 o'clock.
포열 부산?
That's it. 포열 부산 아닙니까? There you go.
원래는 울산 사람이니까 포열 부산 내리죠 이렇게.
You're absolutely right.
포열 부산.
Perfect. 포열 부산. Yes.
할까요? 포열 부산. 잠깐만요.
You're now listening to For Your Busan with me, David Kim.
안녕하세요, 티나입니다. 요즘 대두되는 환경 문제, 여러분은 어떻게 참여하시나요? 아이들의 환경 교육에 진심이신 에코키드 프로그램 담당 선생님을 만나보겠습니다. 선생님, 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
네, 자기소개 부탁드립니다.
네, 저는 수영구에 있는 부산종합사회복지관에서 근무하고 있는 김민주 사회복지사입니다.
선생님께서 진행하시는 에코키드 수업은 무엇인가요?
네, 에코키드는 말 그대로 환경 에코랑 아이 키드를 합친 말로 아동 환경 리사이클 프로그램이라고 할 수 있습니다.
네.
지금 초등학교 1학년부터 4학년 친구들이 함께 하고 있고요. 한 달에 한 번 복지관에 모여서 어린 친구들의 눈높이에 맞춰서 환경보호와 관련된 주제에 대해서 배우고 직접 준비해온 재활용품으로 다시 무언가를 만들어보는 시간을 가지고 있습니다.
정말 아이들이 되게 좋아할 프로그램 같습니다. 선생님, 에코키드 수업을 하시게 된 계기는 무엇인가요?
네, 원래 에코키드는 2020년부터 토이나레라는 이름으로 시작했었어요.
네네.
재활용품으로 장난감 만들기 수업을 이벤트성으로 진행하다가 2022년부터 제가 맡으면서 앞으로 자라나는 아이들이 지낼 지구를 직접 보호하는 방법을 배우고 실천해보면 좋겠다는 취지에서 시작이 되었습니다.
그랬군요. 최근에 새로운 교과 과정에서 환경 수업이 들어갈 거라고 들었는데 앞으로 에코키드 수업의 방향은 어떠한지요?
네, 우선 참여하는 친구들이 이 재활용품으로 또 다른 무언가를 만들어내는 것에 아주 높은 만족도를 각도와
네.
욕구를 보여주고 있어서 네,
네.
지속적으로 이제 이 활동을 이어나갈 예정이고요.
네.
그리고 자원순환이나 탄소 중립을 실천하고 있는 선진기관이나 단체도 만나보려고 계획 중입니다.
오, 정말 좋아할 것 같아요.
네.
선생님, 에코키드 수업이 특별한 이유는 무엇일까요?
네, 우선 다양한 환경 챌린지를 친구들과 그리고 보호자들까지 함께 실천을 하고 있습니다. 그래서 이 챌린지를 어떻게 했는지 서로 나누는 활동을 통해서 친구들뿐만 아니라 보호자들도 환경 보호 행동에 대한 지지를 얻고 그리고 동기부여를 줄 수 있다는 점이 저는 특별하다고 생각이 듭니다.
정말 특별한 이유가 맞는 것 같습니다. 선생님, 현재까지 부모님들의 반응은 어땠나요?
부모님들은 평일에 진행함에도 불구하고 우리
네.
친구들을 꾸준히 참여하도록 도와주고 계시고요.
네.
그리고 주변에 소문도 많이 내주시는 걸 보면
네.
저희 보호자분들도 만족도가 높은 것 같습니다.
선생님, 제 생각에는 선생님께서 아이들과 학부모님 모두 잘 소통하시는 덕분이지 않을까라는 생각이 듭니다. 지금까지 하시면서 인상 깊었던 일이나 보람된 경험에 대해서 말씀해 주시겠습니까?
네, 저는 에코키드를 매번 준비하면서 이렇게 하면 우리 친구들이 좋아할까? 시시해하거나 재미없어 하면 어쩌지라는 생각을 하는데요.
네.
매번 그럴 때마다 아이들이 너무 즐겁게 참여를 해주고 매주 에코키드를 하자고 말하는 친구들을 보면서 보람을 느끼고요.
네.
그리고 저 또한 환경에 대해서 친구들과 함께 공부하고 실천할 수 있어서 아주 좋은 경험이 되고 있습니다.
그렇군요. 선생님, 부산 종합사회복지관에서 진행하는 여러 가지 프로그램이 있다고 들었는데 간략하게 말씀해 주신다면요.
종합사회복지관답게 생애 주기에 맞춰서 프로그램들이 다양하게 구성되어 있습니다.
네.
아동은 아동의 놀 권리를 찾는다거나 역사에 대한 흥미를 높여주는 프로그램도 있고 그림 놀이터라는 실내 놀이터도 저희가 운영을 하고 있습니다.
네.
그리고 노인들은 취약계층 분들 결식 예방을 위해서 급식 서비스, 그리고 치매 우울 예방, 디지털 기기 교육, 시니어 영상 제작 같은 프로그램들이 지금 준비되어 있고요. 더 자세한 내용은 검색창에 부산종합사회복지관을 검색하시면 홈페이지나 블로그가 나오니까 놀러 오셔서 한번 구경하셔도 좋을 것 같습니다.
네. 정말 다양한 프로그램이 많이 있네요. 저도 꼭 홈페이지에 들어가서 한번 확인해 봐야겠습니다. 선생님, 마지막으로 청취자분들께 하시고 싶은 말씀이 있으시다면요.
우선 집에서 가까운 곳을 이렇게 둘러보면 저희처럼 복지 사업을 하는 사회복지관들이 많습니다. 참여할 수 있는 프로그램들이 굉장히 많으니까 꼭 이용해 보시기를 추천드리고 그리고 또 나 하나쯤은 괜찮겠지라는 생각으로 환경보호를 멀리하면 안 된다는 생각이 드는 요즘입니다. 나라도 지켜보자는 마음으로 조금씩 모두 실천을 하면 지구를 지키는 데 큰 도움이 될 것 같습니다.
너무 좋은 말씀 감사합니다.
우리 아이들을 위해 지구를 지켜주세요.
파이팅! 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
That was on the mic segment with reporter Tina. So thank you so much for that interview once again. And welcome back to the second half of the Your Busan. Now, Tina interviewed Kim Min-ju, a social worker from Busan Social Welfare Center in Suyeong-gu, introducing the Eco Kid class. It's an innovative program combining environmental education with child-friendly activities. And it focuses on teaching children about environmental protection through monthly sessions where they learn about recycling and creating artworks from recyclable materials. And inspired by the Toy Nare event, the class aims to instill in the children the importance of protecting the earth. With environmental education becoming part of the new curriculum, the Eco Kid class plans to continue its popular recycled material toy making sessions and explore partnerships with organizations focused on resource circulation and carbon neutrality. So it's a very good, unique program for kids as well, something to keep in mind. And like this, we have on the mic every single day with different guests, different interviews, and things like that. All right, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, you're tuned into For Your Busan with me, David Kim, as your host. The time is now 5:08. Almost 8, 5:08. 5:08 now, yes. All right, so you're tuned into 90.5 FM or 103.3 FM. We've got some messages regarding Casey's segment in the first hour. We've had Casey in it for Relationship Matters, where he talks all about relationships with oneself or with others. And for today's segment, he focused on childhood education, what he would do or what parents should do when it comes to children speaking to strangers. And we've had 펭수 아빠님 texting in saying, 전 엘리베이터에서 만난 사람과도 인사 나눠요. So there are people who do greet strangers or maybe people who live in the same apartment complex. Do you guys say hi to people you see often, maybe your neighbors, and just to say hi, a simple hello? We've also had MJ Park Nim on YouTube Live saying that, especially at night, I want my children to avoid talking with strangers. So I don't want my children to talk to strangers at night. But yeah, very good points. We all have different outlooks and different perspectives. And whatever you want to teach your kids, that's the correct way, because that's your kids, your responsibility for sure. And these great tips can also be found online as well. How to maybe approach and how to tell your kids and approaching and talking with strangers as well. Now, today's text topic is all about ways to improve your health, ways to better your health. Is there some activity that you do? Is there a special diet technique or diet tactic that you put into action? Maybe drinking 2.5 liters of water a day, maybe working out every day for a couple of hours, or 30 minutes of walk even? Tell us. Let us know. Text us to pound 9050 샵 9050. It'll cost you 101, a Kakao Talk message or YouTube Live. What kind of things you do to better your health? We're going to take a quick song break. This is Higher Power by Coldplay.
3, 2, 1. Can't take it. Sometimes I just can't take it, and it isn't alright. I'm not gonna make it, and I think my shoes untied. I'm like a broken record. I'm like a broken record, and I'm not playing right. Just cynical, I might kill me till you tell me on the heavenly phone to hold tight. Come on, come on. You said I got my hands up shaking just to let you know that you've got a higher power. Got me singing every second, dancing every hour. Oh yeah, you've got a higher power, and she really someone I wanna know. Electric. This boy is electric, and you're sparkling like the universe connected. And I'm buzzing night after night after night. This joy is electric. This joy is electric, and you're circuiting through. I'm so happy that I'm alive. Happy I'm alive at the same time as you, 'cause you've got a higher power. Got me singing every second, dancing every hour. Oh yeah, you've got a higher power, and you're really someone I wanna know. You got, yeah, you got a high. You got, yeah, you got a higher. You got, yeah, you got a high. You got, you got, you got a high. You got, yeah, you got a hands up shaking just to let you know now you've got
it is said that a nation that forgets its past has no future. Thanks to the past, the year 2024 in which we are living today exists. What events have taken place on a past today? Let's take a moment to step into the past. This is Today in History, February the 20th. We're going to walk down a memory lane and see what today, February 20th, has given us through the years. Now, back in 1872, a big deal in the art world happened. The Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City threw open its doors to the public for the first time. Fast forward, and it's now one of the top museums globally. Known as the Met, it's the biggest art museum in New York City, boasting an insane collection that spans from ancient Egyptian and Babylonian treasures to the latest in European and American art. It officially got going in 1870 and settled into its Central Park spot in 1880. Whether you're into paintings, sculptures, or even ancient calligraphy, the Met's got something for everyone. Jumping to 1962, a major milestone in the space race, John H. Glenn Jr. became the first American to orbit the Earth, not once, but 3 times. And Glenn, who was part of NASA's Project Mercury, had a pretty impressive background, serving in both World War II and the Korean War, flying dozens of missions. Oh, and he also zipped across the U.S. at supersonic speed in less than 3.5 hours back in 1957. And in 1985, Ireland made waves with a bold move, legalizing birth control. Now, this was a huge deal, especially considering strong influence of the Catholic Church there. And up until 1979, you couldn't even buy contraceptives in Ireland. But on February the 20th, 1985, the government said, enough, and made it legal to sell them. A controversial decision, sure, but one that marked a significant change in Irish society. So there you have it. From art to space exploration to societal changes, February the 20th has seen it all.
Tune in to For Your Busan, featuring local news, events, and interviews with people in the community. Hosted by David Kim, airing from 4:05 to 6 p.m.
Zooby dooby dooby bum para, zooby dooby param pam. Zooby dooby nache pagal stupid man.
Zooby dooby bum para, zooby dooby param pam.
It is now time for maybe the segment that a lot of people look forward to. It's the Busan Quiz Master Time. Now, every day we've got a fresh, fun quiz lined up for you, different topics each time, with a chance for you to snag a prize if you join in. So let's dive into Explore Busan through numbers, Guess Busan by sound, and identify Busan's tourist attractions through foreigners' reviews, among others. It's all about getting involved and having a blast with these quizzes. 네, 매일매일 다른 퀴즈가 나가게 됩니다. 그러면 오늘 어떤 퀴즈를 들고 왔을까요? Well, today's quiz is Busan to the world. Now, there are 195 countries around the globe, with over 4 million unique cities and towns scattered across these nations. And among this vast number, there are quite a few places that have connections to the city of Busan. And so today, we've got a quiz centered on one city that's linked to Busan. So you have to listen carefully to the hints that we will provide to you and try to guess the name of the city. 네, 오늘의 퀴즈는 부산과 관련된 한 도시에 관한 문제입니다. 저희가 들려드리는 힌트를 잘 듣고 어떤 도시인지 도시의 이름을 맞추시면 됩니다. That's pound 9050 at KakaoTalk message or YouTube live. So we'll go ahead and listen to our very first hint. This is the national anthem of the country, not the city, the country to which this city belongs. All right, so that's the country. So at least you know what country the city might be in. All right, so that can narrow down your guesses. And we'll also play you another clip. This is maybe a conversation, right? Jang PD, it's about a conversation, right?
It's about travel. It's a clip explaining this city.
Yeah.
It's a tourism spot.
Okay, so it's a tourist interview clip of someone explaining this city without the city name in it. Right, so we're going to take a listen to that clip.
With 4 million people, is the largest city in California and the world center of film and television industry. Here are our tips on what to know before traveling to this amazing city. Number 16, area. Metropolitan area is the second largest metropolitan area in the US after New York. In practice, it is impossible to tell where starts or ends because most of its neighboring areas just seem like one big city. So let's take a look at the map and its surroundings so you can get a sense of where the famous attractions are located. Malibu, famous for its beautiful beach and surfing, is located northwest. While still popular with tourists, this is a predominantly residential area with beautiful beach houses. West side includes Santa Monica Pier, the historic end of Route 66, Venice Beach, Beverly Hills, and for example, the Getty Center. Downtown is the central area where most of the high-rises, including the famous US Bank Tower, is located. Hollywood is located to the west and northwest of downtown. Here is where you'll find the Hollywood Walk of Fame and the Hollywood sign, followed by San Fernando Valley, commonly referred to as just the Valley, where you'll find Universal Studios. If you drive southeast...
All right, so you might have maybe got some hints as to what city it might be. Now, people have been texting in the country. Yes, it is US. USA is the country, but we asked you to guess the city. It's in the USA. It's in the West Coast. And also, for some reason, a lot of people associate this city's name to a certain Korean food. Maybe ribs of some sort? And Jang PD, you know this food, right? And
I love it.
You love it?
I eat it every Chuseok.
Oh, every Chuseok.
And 설날 too.
설날 too. It's a very popular gift that people give.
Yes.
During
it's
Chuseok.
a gift set here.
A gift set. Yes. So.
I don't know why people say this name, but
yeah.
I don't know why.
I like it too. I like it. I like the sauce. It's typically brown.
Right.
And
it's a meat, right?
It's meat. It's cow beef.
Beef.
It is. It's beef, right? It's not pork.
It's not pork.
Yeah, it's not pork. 세이미 초이님 텍스팅엔 배고파요. 저도 이거 엄청 좋아하는 음식입니다. Now we've got some answers coming in. Keep those messages and your guesses coming in to pound 9050 shop 9050. It'll cost you 101 a KakaoTalk message or YouTube live. We'll take a quick song break. We'll be right back. This is Ditto by New Jeans.
아침이 너무 멀어서 say it out 훌쩍 커버렸어 함께한 기억처럼 널 보는 내 마음은 어느새 여름 지난 가을 기다렸지 all this time Do you want somebody somebody 날 보고 웃었지만 do you think about me now yeah all the time yeah all the time I got no time to lose 내 길었던 하루 난 보고 싶어 라따따딴 울린 심장 I got nothing to lose 널 좋아한다고 라따따딴 울린 심장 But I don't want to stay in the middle like you a little don't want no riddle 말해줘 say it back oh say it ditto 아침은 너무 멀어서 say it ditto I don't want to walk in this middle 다 아는 건 아니어도 바라던 대로 말해줘 say it back oh say it ditto I want you so say it ditto Not just anybody 너를 상상했지 항상 다 있던 처음 느낌 그대로 난 기다렸지 All this time I got nothing to lose 널 좋아한다고 라따따따 울린 심장 But I don't want to stay in the middle like you a little don't want no riddle 말해줘 say it back oh say it ditto 아침이 너무 멀어서 say it ditto I don't want to walk in this middle 다 아는 건 아니어도 바라던 대로 말해줘 say it back oh say it ditto I want you so say it ditto
Ditto by New Jeans. Welcome back to For Your Busan. We're in the middle of our Busan quiz master. We asked you to send in your guesses for this city in the USA, the country of United States of America. We gave you 2 hints. We played you an anthem, and so that got out of the way. So we know that it's a city in US. We also played you a clip of someone describing this city. We bleeped out the city name, but they described this city. We also gave you that hint that it's a dish loved by almost everybody in South Korea. I think I love it. Jang PD loves it too. I bet our 작가, Hong 작가 also loves it as well. And yeah, we've got lots of people guessing in the answers, but also some wrong answers as well. So I'll give you more hints here. The city of this city signed a sister city agreement with Busan in 1962. 이 도시는 1962년에 부산과 자매 도시 협약을 체결했습니다. So that's another hint. If you want to search that up on the internet, you are welcome to do so. That's okay. And I'll give you another one. This is a city that offers a warm and sunny climate, a diverse job market, a rich cultural scene, beautiful beaches, a thriving food scene, got lots of shopping and entertainment opportunities. Also, it faces challenges such as heavy traffic and high cost of living. 이 도시는 따뜻하고 화창한 기후, 다양한 일자리 시장, 풍부한 문화 생활, 번창하는 음식 문화, 비교할 수 없는 쇼핑, 엔터테인먼트 기회를 제공하는 이 도시인데요. 그리고 심각한 교통 체증과 생활 비용과 같은 도전에도 직면하고 있는 도시입니다. And it's a Southern California city. Southern California city is a big one. Some of the answers came in. San Francisco는 NorCal에 있습니다. 북쪽에 있는 도시고요. So think south. 샌프란시스코보다 좀 밑에 있는. Oh, Sammy Choi, very good hint. 라라랜드의 오프닝 장면이 생각나네요. Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one. That's a very good hint. So Sammy Choi님 obviously got the answer right on this one. And 조현철님 texting in 몰랐어요. 자매 도시인 줄은. Yeah, it's a sister city. That's right. So also saying 이거 맛있죠. 네, 맞습니다. This 도시 plus the food name, delicious. I love it. I think if you look for what to buy during Chuseok or 설날 gift packages, this food is one of the top gift sets that you could buy for your relatives and your friends, your family members as well. So let us know what this city is. I have family members living there as well, and lots of it's got also a big K-town. Koreatown is really, really big in this city as well. And of course, you might have heard in the audio clip, Hollywood is in this area as well, right? And if you are into maybe games as well, I think maybe GTA might be features this area as well as a map as well. All right, so I'm gonna have to reveal the answer because I think enough people got the answer right. We have 행운 J님 saying LA 맞습니다. The big hint I gave you was that LA plus Korean food 갈비. 그죠? LA 갈비가 힌트였고요. We had let's see. 삼남매 mom 아들이 LA라고 맞습니다. LA 갈비 맞고요. 행운 제이님 데이빗 헤어스타일 멋집니다. Oh, thank you. I'm growing it right now. 아주 길어가지고 점점 길면서 이게 it's becoming messier, but thank you for that lovely message. 다음에는 조금 더 이쁘게 스타일 하고 오겠습니다. 조현철님 with the Los Angeles LA 갈비 맛있죠? 맞습니다. And Jenny님 also texting in saying Los Angeles. Yes, 명절에는 LA 갈비가 국룰이죠. Now LA stands for Los Angeles가 아니고요. 사실 lateral axis에서 LA 갈비가 유래됐다고 하던데 맞을까요? 사실 맞아요. 그 lateral이라는 lateral의 lateral cut라고 제가 알고 있거든요. 그래서 lateral 부위, 이 옆으로 이렇게 잘라서 이 갈비를 옆으로 잘라서 LA 갈비라고 됐다고 저는 알고 있습니다. So you're right about that lateral axis. And then we had Thursday님 saying. Oh, they're just chit-chatting in the YouTube Live section right now. If you join us on YouTube Live, we've got our little community here talking amongst the listeners as well. So yeah, I think pretty much everyone got it right. Joy PM J-Nim also getting the answer right as well. We will be announcing the winners shortly in just a bit, not right now. We'll take a quick song break. This is Hotel California by Eagles. It was Hotel California by the Eagles. Welcome back. You're listening to For Your Busan or Po Your Busan, and I'm your host, David Kim. And before we announce the winners, we do have an emergency broadcast from BEFM, a little PSA here. The Ministry of the Interior and Safety has issued this PSA at 5:08 p.m. on February the 20th, 2024 nationwide. A significant amount of snow is expected mainly along the East Coast and in the Gyeongbuk region. Please exercise caution and prioritize safety management. To prevent accidents due to slippery roads, please use public transportation. If driving, maintain a safe following distance and drive slowly. On wet surfaces, reduce the speed of your car by 20% of the maximum speed of 100%. And on frozen roads, reduce the speed by 50% of the maximum of 100%. Be cautious on narrow streets or steep roads as they may be icy. Prevent accidents related to slippery surfaces. In rural areas experiencing snowfall, please clear the accumulated snow on structures such as vinyl houses and livestock buildings in advance to prevent collapse accidents. This was a message from the Ministry of the Interior and Safety. So it's a little PSA announcement there, an emergency broadcast from BEFM. And once again, you're tuned into For Your Busan, and we were in the middle of our Busan Quiz Master. We asked you to name this city. We've picked and chosen the winner of today's quiz, who will be getting 커피 2잔 coupon, 2 coffee coupons, and the winner will go to Say Mi Choi Nim. So congratulations on that one. We have a quiz segment every single day, of course, and every single day the prize might differ. Tomorrow, 내일은요, 퀴즈 상품이 피자입니다. Tomorrow's quiz winner will get a pizza coupon. So 내일도 퀴즈 많은 참여 부탁드립니다. I'm just laughing at the comments here on YouTube Live. 삼남매맘님께서요. 오늘 처음 들어왔어요. 반가워요. DJ님이 배우신가 봐요. 아닙니다. 저 배우 아닙니다. I'm not an actor. 이게 왜 갑자기 배우라고 됐는지. 행운 제이님께서 영화 배우 데이빗님 겸손하신 하면서 thumbs up 주셨어요. I think it was a joke. I'm not an actor. I'm not famous at all. But thank you for thinking like that. Yeah, so enough with the rumors. We'll go right into our next segment. We'll jump into my hometown Olympic because 스포츠는 스티브 아이가.
Stay connected to Busan's rhythm with For Your Busan, airing daily from 4:05 to 6 p.m. Blending your friends' voices with the latest information and news from our vibrant city.
Welcome to my hometown Olympics. And we have a very special guest in the studio for that, Satiba.
안녕하십니까? My hometown Olym픽에 오신 것을 환영합니다.
Yeah, long time no see, bro.
Yeah, what's up? Steve in the house?
네, Satiba in the house. Raise the roof. 근데 Satiba.
Yeah.
어제 다른 방송에서 봤는데요.
미안합니다.
What happened, man?
보고 싶었다 이가.
네, we had Jenny님 saying, Satiba, 할때 뿅뿅뿅. And Jenny님 also saying 보고 싶었어요, you.
너무 보고 싶었습니다.
Satiba.
네.
일단 너무 반가운데.
그쵸, 반가운데.
일단 세그먼트에 들어가야 되고요.
맞습니다.
이 My Hometown Olympics, what is this show? What is this segment all about? Tell our listeners about this.
먼저 My Hometown Olympic 이 무엇이냐? 이 코너는 부산의 스포츠 클럽, 동호회 등을 찾아가서 그 스포츠 종목을 소개하고 그 스포츠를 사랑하는 부산 사람들의 열정을 담아내는 코너인데요. 그렇죠. 그 부산은 어떠한 도시입니까? 아시안 게임, 월드컵을 모두 개최한 도시 아닙니까?
맞습니다.
맞습니다. 부산이 스포츠 도시인 이유를 짧게 말하면 요즘은 진짜 프로 선수가 아니더라도 우리가 주변에서 즐길 수 있는 스포츠들이 정말 많이 있는데요. 이것을 생활 스포츠라고 합니다. 운동의 종류가 너무 많아서 어떤 운동을 해야 할지 모르겠다면 이 코너를 듣고 많은 스포츠 중에 여러분에게 딱 맞는 것을 골라보시면 되겠는데요. 먼저 오늘의 클럽과 종목에 대해서 소개하기 전에 먼저 클립을 먼저 듣고 무엇인지 맞춰보겠습니다.
Alright. Initially, I thought, is this kids running around? 그런데 공 소리가 들었어요. I heard a ball bouncing.
Oh, really?
So maybe it's like futsal? Like indoor soccer?
Indoor soccer?
뭔가 공을 세게 차지는 않은 것 같고요.
네.
Like light passes with a soccer ball? Is that what it is?
정말 가까웠는데요. 아쉽지만 풋살은 아니고요. 축구. soccer입니다.
Soccer, football.
오늘 알아볼 종목은요. 바로 축구입니다.
Okay.
So you know, soccer, also known as football in many parts of the world, is the most popular sport globally with
Yeah.
a rich history spanning centuries. The origins of soccer can be traced back to ancient civilizations where various forms of ball games were played across different cultures.
Awesome stuff. Now, for those of you, if you want to join our YouTube live show, you're welcome to do so because there's going to be a lot of pictures being uploaded onto the thumbnail portion between Steve's face and my face. There's going to be a lot of media and pictures uploaded. So if you want to join our show live, feel free to come join us and see as Steve leads the segment away with soccer. So tell us about soccer.
All right. So that was introduction to soccer. So let me talk about history more. The modern version of soccer as we know it today began to take shape in England during the 19th century. It was standardized with the formation of the Football Association in 1863, which established the first official set of rules known as the laws of the game.
Okay.
So soccer quickly gained popularity across Europe and South America, becoming a significant cultural phenomenon. It eventually spread to other continents, leading to the formation of international competitions such as the FIFA World Cup first held in 1930. 피파 월드컵이 1930년도에 이제 처음 열렸다고 이렇게 알 수가 있습니다.
Yeah.
Since then, soccer has grown into a global spectacle with millions of fans and players participating at various levels, from grassroots to professional leagues.
Yeah, so Steve, you like soccer?
I love it.
Do you call it soccer or do you call it football?
I call it soccer. I mean, like in front of English people.
Yeah.
I gotta call it football.
Yeah.
And
You gotta be
in front
careful
of
what you call
American
it.
people,
Yeah.
then I call it soccer.
Yeah, I go by soccer as well.
All right.
But just like you, depending on who I'm talking to, right?
All right, for sure.
So it's just because you and me, we can call it soccer.
Yeah.
Tell us more about this soccer. Maybe talk about some rules.
All right. We got to talk about the basic rules, right? So there's a objective. The objective of soccer is simple: to score goals by getting the ball into the opponent's net using any part of the body except the arms and hands.
Because if you use arms or the hands,
That's foul.
It'll be a foul.
Yeah.
And the opposing team gets a penalty kick.
For sure.
Gets to kick a penalty kick, right?
Yup.
Yeah.
And the second is each team consists of 11 players, including one goalkeeper. The game is typically played on rectangular field with goalposts at each end. And third is the duration. A standard soccer match is divided into two halves, each lasting 45 minutes with a 15-minute halftime break. And lastly, it's offside rule. This is kind of tricky. A player is in an offside position if they are nearer to the opponent's goal line than both the ball and the second last opponent when the ball is played to them, unless they are in their own half of the field or level with the second last opponent. Yeah. So this is
Right.
the basic rules. Yeah. So there's a lot of basic rules we have to know, but I think we should jump into the clips right now. So
right.
before I jump into the clips, I had a conversation with the coach of the 동호회 today.
동호회?
Yeah. The club name is Class Ladies.
Oh.
And I had a, interview with him.
Nice.
So let's take a listen to it.
All right. Well, let's listen to our first interview clip.
반갑습니다. 저는 클래스 보스 클래스의 심장을 맡고 있는 리더 이원영입니다. 박지성 선수만 심장이 두 개인 줄 아시는데 저도 클래스와 축구라는 두 개의 심장을 가지고 있다는 거. 어릴 때부터 꾸준히 운동을 해왔고 체대 출신으로 클래스에서 운동한 지는 4년차 되는 푸적입니다.
아, 네, 감사드립니다. 왜 이 축구팀을 선택하셨습니까? Why did you choose this team?
초록창에 여자 축구라고 검색했을 때 제일 먼저 나왔던 팀이기도 하고 분위기가 화목해 보이고 즐거워 보였습니다. 전 프로 선수 출신한테 축구를 배울 수 있는 좋은 기회라고 생각을 해서 이 팀에 들어오게 되었습니다.
마지막으로 방금 말씀하셨던 것처럼 가입하고 싶은 사람이 있다. 그러면 어떤 경로로 가입하는 게 맞을까요?
인별과 네이버 창에 클래스 레이디스라고 치면 저희 훈련하는 사진부터 친선 경기 영상까지 다 나와 있습니다. 인별 DM이나 클래스 문의 번호로 연락 주시면 친절하게 다 알려드리겠습니다.
All right. So we
Yeah.
just had a listen to you talking with the club
leader.
Club leader.
I was trying to play, the clip with the coach. But I wanted to show this clip first. It's because she had a lot of passion into soccer or football.
Okay.
And through talking with club leader, I was a soccer player like since when I was in middle school.
Oh, so you were a middle school soccer player.
Yeah, I was. And, there was kind of a nostalgia, through while talking with club leader.
Yeah.
And yeah, she was really passionate. So what did you think about this clip? Can you feel, did you feel anything about like this clip?
I felt the enthusiasm. I felt the good energy, the positive vibes coming out because you could also hear people playing in the background.
Yeah.
So I'm just really glad that you got to go out to meet such a great community full of great people who are excited to play and meet, on a periodic basis, right? So
Yeah.
it was awesome.
Yeah. All right. Then now I'm going to play a clip that I had an interview with the club coach. Let's listen.
네, 저는 클래스 레이디스에서 단장 겸 감독을 맡고 있는 김한섭이라고 합니다.
네, 반갑습니다. How long has this club been started and how big is this club? 이 클럽이 동호회가 창단한 지 얼마나 되었고요. 혹시 회원 수가 어떻게 되는지 짧게 설명 부탁드리겠습니다.
네, 저희가 이제 실질적으로 모여서 이렇게 본격적으로 운동한 지는 3년 됐고요. 네, 그리고 지금 거쳐간 사람들은 엄청나게 많은데 지금 현재 활동하고 있는 인원은 한 120명 정도? 네, 그 정도 되고 있어요. 네.
프로 선수 출신이라고 들었습니다. 근데 혹시 무엇 때문에 여자 축구 클럽을 만드실 생각을 하셨나요?
이 골대 제가 요 축구뿐만 아니라 위류 스포츠 브랜드를 하고 있는데 이제 골 때리는 그녀들을 옷을 협찬을 저희 브랜드에서 했어요. 하고 나서부터 이제 방송에 나오면서 이슈가 되니까 부산에서도 제가 축구인 출신이니까 한번 여자 축구팀을 한번 만들어 볼까라는 생각에서 그렇게 진행하게 됐어요.
All right, so this was you talking with the coach.
Yeah.
What was the team's name?
Was Class Ladies.
Class Ladies.
Yes, and while I had an interview with this coach, he was really enthusiastic. And you got to keep in mind that this club is women's soccer club, women's football club. So this is my first time watching women playing soccer, but it was really fun. It was really, really fun. And I asked him, why did you make, women's football club? And there's a program called 골 때리는 그녀. And and he watched that program and he got, motivated, inspired from that program.
Right.
And he just yo, I got to make this club too. Women's club.
골 때리는 그녀, that's a play on words, is it?
Yeah.
It's like 골 때리는 is it
in
sounds
words,
like,
yeah.
It sounds like 안 좋은.
Yeah. But it doesn't mean like that.
그렇죠. 근데 이제 골을 넣는.
그렇죠.
그렇죠.
Yeah. 골 때리는 그녀.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, very very nice. And the coach also has 120 players playing for the team. That's awesome.
Yeah, there was drones, flying around, filming, shooting films. And if you get into NoTube right now, you can see that there's a photo. You can see that's really it took by a photographer.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's raining and they're still playing, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's really awesome.
All right.
And I have one more clip. She is kind of really had played a lot. She has a lot of experience playing soccer.
Okay.
So let's take a listen to this clip.
Hey there, my name is Sonung-min Ji-young. Of course, my name is Sonung-min. It's not Sonung-min, but I go by the nickname Sonung-min Ji-young because, I love Sonung-min.
All right.
As everyone does, right?
Of course.
And yeah, I've been playing soccer since last August, so it's been about 7 months now.
Wow, that's a long time. Currently, our national football team is Klinsmann. And now you have, your coach in your own club. What do you think? Who's better?
Honestly, I believe my club manager is way better. At least he knows what to do. He's responsible of what he's doing. Also, he prepares a lot and he cares about us. That's the main reason, I think.
Oh wow, she really loves her coach.
Yeah. I mean, she has a point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, coach, he's really awesome. While I talking with him, he had a lot of.
We did hear the audio clip of him, right?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
So he has all the. He knows what his responsibility is, and he knows how to manage his team.
Well, it seems like the players are having fun, which means the
Yeah.
coach is doing a good job. And we've had some messages from our listeners with Jenny-nim saying what passionate ladies they are. And Thursday-nim saying 여자 축구 너무 멋져요.
Yeah.
They're amazing players.
Amazing.
Wow, great interview. You did a fantastic job going to talking to the ladies soccer team, a community club in Busan City.
It's
are you gonna go and watch them play again?
I gotta. I mean, for real. I gotta.
혹시 코칭 job 탐내는 거 아니에요?
감독님 죄송합니다.
Because
살짝 탐냈어요.
You said you played professionally in middle school, right?
In middle school, but he played in K-League.
Oh,
he's even professional.
레벨이 안 맞네요.
Now I had a short video clip, and if you get into 너튜브, you can like see it right now.
Oh, 이게 그때 상황을 찍어서 올리신 거죠?
It was in real time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So like they were shouting and like they're keep like talking. Hey, pass, 나한테 줘, 나한테 패스해 줘. That's what they're talking about.
손흥 민지 영, can we see her in?
Oh
this
yeah,
one?
she's inside.
Is she in the middle?
Yeah, 손흥 민지 영.
What's her number? You remember her number?
I guess cause she like 손흥 min. I guess number 7. I guess.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, just maybe.
Awesome. Great stuff.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming in today and giving us an insight of some great clubs that are in Busan. And today we looked at a soccer community club in Busan City. With the ladies and playing in Busan City. Next week, we look forward to another great sport. And what kind of sport you'll be talking about next week? I'm looking forward to that.
Next week, just a hint.
Oh, sneak peek.
Yeah, sneak peek. It's an Olympic.
It's an Olympic game?
Olympic game, and also plays with racket.
Oh, racket. Is it ping pong? Not ping pong?
No.
Squash?
No.
Oh, wait, squash? Is squash played? I don't know.
No. 다음 주에 찾아뵙도록 하겠습니다.
알겠습니다. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Bye-bye.
See ya. All right, so that was Steve with us for our last segment, and it is time for us to say goodbye as well. Thank you all for tuning in to For Your Busan show. The Tuesday show has come to an end. Let's wrap it up. The For Your Busan show was produced by Chang Hyun-jun, written by Hong Kyung-hwa, hosted by me, David Kim. Today's last song is Go West by Pet Shop Boys. See you later, alligator.
We will go our way. Together. We will leave someday. Together. Your hand in my hand. Together. We will make our plans. Together. We will fly so high. Together. Tell all our friends goodbye. Together. We will start life new. Together. This is what we'll do. Life is peaceful there. In the open air. Where the skies are blue. This is what we're gonna do. We will love the beach. Together. We will learn and teach. Together. Change our pace of life. Together. We will work and strive. I know you love me. I want you.
Your Reach to the World. BEFM 부산 영어방송.
Hi everyone, I'm Catherine from Morning Wave in Busan. Do you turn into a hideous monster every time you're behind the wheel? feeling a little guilty. Well, Busan drivers ranked the lowest in a national survey for driving behavior. But if we practice good driving etiquette, we can all become gentler beings. Here are 2 things to keep in mind. First up, when you're changing lanes, make sure to use your blinker. And second, although I do love getting text messages from all of you, don't text and drive. That's a no-no. Good driving etiquette equals safety for all. This campaign is brought to you by Morning Wave in Busan on BEFM. Oh, by the way, tune in to Morning Wave in Busan to get real-time traffic updates. You know your morning commute's better with me.